This is Do the Right Thing. Our Do the Right Thing program, we started doing this about 12 years ago. The Lieutenant Dixon, who retired, now took his place, he brought this program to Chief Helms, and Chief Helms jumped on board with this thing without any hesitation, and it's done nothing but grow since the start. And this program, like I said, recognizes the youth in our community that go above and beyond. Any adult in the schools can write these nominations. Teachers, guidance counselors, admin, or school resource officers. This program would not be possible without the support of the schools. And I want to take a second, and I do this every ceremony, but I want to take a second to recognize our school resource officers. If you guys could stand up for me real quick, I greatly appreciate it. Hold on. So every ceremony, I applaud them myself. I don't have them stand up and be recognized, and I'm sure they appreciate that. I'm sure they hate me right now, but I think it's important that you guys know who is in these schools and the job that they're doing. You have Officer Aiden at Fort Mill High School. You have First Sergeant Hill at Banks Trail Middle School. You have Sergeant Jenkins at Pleasant Knoll Middle School. Sergeant Lyons at Fort Mill Middle School. Officer Johnson at Springfield Middle School, which I'm cooler than he is. You have Officer Prescott at Nation Ford, and you have Officer Ratliff at Catawba Ridge High School. I'm sorry. These guys here, and I know firsthand because I used to be a resource officer. These guys here have one of the toughest jobs that you can have in law enforcement, because you're not just dealing with the people on the streets. You deal with students, you deal with parents, not y'all, you deal with parents, you deal with the school teachers, the admin, you deal with everybody. You probably deal with 100 times more people than you would if you were doing patrol. So my hat goes off to you guys. And thank you guys so very much for the job that you do. I really do respect and appreciate everything that you guys do. So once again, thank you guys. And you also have the school teachers and the admin. I don't know if any of you guys are here. I know that there's a guidance counselor here now, and I know you because I was at your school. But my hat goes off to you guys as well. My wife is a teacher at a school, and I know that you guys are overworked and underpaid. I know that, and I respect you guys for everything that you guys do. I wish that there was something that I could do personally to show my gratitude for everything that you guys do. So my hat goes off to you guys as well. So teachers and admin. Parents, my hat goes off to you guys as well. I have a 2.5-year-old at the house who I don't have to have a gym membership because that is my cardio. And so you guys have done this for years and years. Some of you guys more than once. Don't know how, but some of you guys have done it more than once. My hat goes off to you guys because you guys have done nothing but raise amazing young adults. I know that there have probably been some hiccups in the road, some bumps in the road where your young ones may have made you think that they were possessed, but look at where they are now. I mean, these nominations here, every ceremony that we do while I'm reading these nominations, there are more than one that make me want to tear up just because of seeing what they do. And so my hat goes off to you guys as well. So parents, thank you so very much for everything that you do. And finally, my hat goes off to you students here. You 9, should be 10, but you 9 have had your bumps in the road. I know that life is not always perfect, it's not always what you want it to be, but look at where you are now. You guys have done what you should do as good young adults and listen to your parents and learn from your parents, learn from your mistakes, which is one thing that I love. I love seeing people make mistakes because you learn from your mistakes. Your mistakes are what make you who you are in the future. So I know that you guys have made mistakes, but that's in the past. This is the present, and the future is really, really, really bright for all of you guys. So my hat goes off to you guys as well. So thank you for being who you are. And so with this program, these 10 are being recognized tonight. And like I said, it's going to be televised twice a day, every day until the next ceremony, which is going to be late April, early May. And they're not just being recognized by being on stage and me reading their nominations. They're going to get these goodie bags here. And these goodie bags is stuff that was donated from our sponsors. We have some amazing sponsors that love our community. They love our youth, and they want to make sure that these young adults don't go unrecognized and make sure that they are being rewarded for doing the right thing. And I want to let you know how they're going to be rewarded. So there should be 10. So there's 10 finalists. There's one grand prize winner. Not saying that that one grand prize winner is any better than the others. Myself and two other people will judge these nominations. We judge all the nominations at once. We narrow it down to a top 10, and then we take those top 10 and we reread those. Say that 3 times fast. We reread those, and we pick one that just stands out the most. And like I said, it's not saying that nomination is, or the other ones aren't that good, because they are, they're amazing. It's just that one stood out the most to us. So the top 9 are going to get, in their goodie bags, they're going to get a Do the Right Thing t-shirt, which I would love to see you guys wearing in the schools and whatnot. These are great t-shirts. You're going to get a $10 Walmart gift card, a $15 movie gift card, a free large pizza from Topper's Pizza, any toppings that you want, any kind of large pizza that you want, which means that you can share it with Officer Gilbert. While you're eating your pizza, you can play a game, because you're getting a $25 GameStop gift card, a $10 Dairy Queen gift card, $10 iTunes gift card, a $10 QT gift card, a $10 Subway gift card, $10 Starbucks gift card, so that while you're eating your pizza and playing your video games, if you get tired, you can get that caffeine and start all over again. You're going to get a $25 Visa gift card that you can donate to me. You're going to get free dinner at Town Tavern, Chick-fil-A coupon, and a little Chick-fil-A stuffed cow with a cup. You're also going to get an Ann Springs Close Greenway membership, not just for you, but for you and your family. You're going to get a Fort Mill Police Department cup, which is awesome. You're going to get a Do the Right Thing certificate signed by Chief Helms. And you're also going to get a certificate of achievement from South Carolina House Representative Ms. Ray Felder. But on top of that, I'm not sure how cool this is anymore. I think it's really cool myself. But you're also going to get, every single one of you are going to get a brand new iPod Touch. And so that's a lot, and that's just for the top 9. So the grand prize winner is going to get just a little bit more. The grand prize winner is going to get a $50 iTunes gift card, a free large pizza from Toppers. Once again, you can share. A $25 GameStop gift card, a $50 Visa gift card, a $50 Amazon gift card, a $45 movie gift card, so that way you can take me to see a movie. A $25 gift certificate to the Peach Stand. You're going to get a $10 Walmart gift card, a $15 Dairy Queen gift card, $10 QT gift card, $25 Subway gift card, $25 Starbucks gift card, $50 gift card to the Cheesecake Factory, free dinner at Town Tavern, numerous Chick-fil-A coupons, and a larger stuffed cow, and a cup. You're going to get a Do the Right Thing t-shirt, a Fort Mill Police Department cup. One of these days, they're going to look excited about that. You're going to get a year membership to the Ann Springs Close Greenway, and your choice of either a guided kayak trip or a guided horseback trip for 2. So 1, 2. I think I'm too big for a horse anyway, and I'm afraid of water. You're going to get a Do the Right Thing plaque, a Do the Right Thing certificate from Chief Helms, and also a certificate of achievement from the South Carolina House of Representative, Ms. Ray Felder. So on top of that, like I said, you're getting the iPod Touch as well. But on top of that, you're also going to get a brand new Kindle Fire HD. So this is why I love this program, because a lot of people do the right thing without wanting any kind of recognition. But in my opinion, if you do something right, let's give that person some praise. Let's not wait and find that one thing that people are doing wrong and nag on that. Let's find the one thing that they do right and give them praise for it, because the chances of them continuing on that path increase if you show them, hey, I appreciate you doing that. I learned that from my 2-year-old daughter. If I get onto her for standing on the couch, she keeps doing it. But if she sits down when I tell her to, it's a good job, baby girl. And guess what? She won't do it for a couple hours. So, just saying. So we're going to get going. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read these nominations. I'm going to pull a bag and pull the nomination out. I'm going to read the nominations. When I call your name, please join me on my right. You're going to stand right in front of everybody, and you're going to smile the whole time that I read your nomination. If you stop smiling, you have to sing a song for us, okay? Song of my choice. Got it? Y'all ready to get going? Let's go. The first one that I need to see is Rylan Hawkinson. So Rylan is a sixth grade student from Springfield Middle School. Her nomination reads, since the beginning of the school year, I have seen Rylan Hawkinson, who is a sixth grader at Springfield Middle School, walk over to the elementary school with a special needs student who is an eighth grader. Rylan befriended the student. Both Rylan and her friend have parents who are teachers at the elementary school and always have a short walk over before school starts. Rylan always makes sure that her friend is safe on the way. She stays close, ensuring her friend remains on the sidewalk and enters the building. I can tell she takes this task seriously. Rylan said that she was excited and felt it was a privilege to perform this task after being asked by her mom. Rylan told me she loves to play teacher at home with her younger siblings who are triplets, which they have awesome handshakes. Rylan also loves to play softball and is currently a member of the Bandits with Fort Mill Rec. Rylan's mom describes her as a big help around the house. She looks after her sisters and brother when mom is busy. She is a great role model to them, and she is always willing to help them in any way she can. Mom also says that she has always been difficult, that school has always been difficult for Rylan, but that she doesn't let that stop her. Her positive attitude and spirit is what gets her through. Rylan's softball coach says Rylan's positive attitude, effort, and determination will take her far, not only in softball, but in life. Rylan also recently earned a gold star for her team, which is a really big deal. Rylan's teachers tell me she is an extraordinary student, has very good manners, and works well with others. After speaking with 4 different teachers, each of them told me that Rylan is an extremely hard worker, and even though she struggles sometimes, she always gives the extra effort to complete her work on time and makes sure that her answers are correct. I feel Rylan absolutely deserves to be recognized for doing the right thing, and Officer Johnson wrote this nomination for you, and he is absolutely right. You are more than deserving to be recognized for doing the right thing, and I appreciate you, and I'm glad I got a chance to meet you. So thank you very much. Please excuse my voice. I've had some kind of head cold for the last couple of days. I'm trying my best, I promise. Next we have Rain Jackson. How are you, Rain? Excellent. So Rain is a 7th grade student at Springfield Middle School, and she was nominated by Miss Drakeford, the school counselor. Rain, your nomination reads, I believe Rain Jackson should be honored with the Do the Right Thing award for a number of reasons. First of which, earlier in the 2018-2019 school year, she noticed that there was a couple of students in her grade level that were in need. She went home and told her parents about it and asked them if she could donate some items to those students. A few days later, Rain brought a box of items including personal hygiene items, shoes, and coats to be given to those students. I found out later that she used some of her own money to purchase these much-needed items for the students. She has a type of personality that goes out of her way to make everyone feel included. Her thoughtfulness and generosity exudes her character. This was not the only time when Rain stepped up to help others. Rain and her father were on their way to school on the morning of May 2nd, 2019, when they saw a horrible car accident, which one vehicle hit another and then flipped several times before landing upside down beside the car that she and her father were in. Even though Rain was scared and shaken up from what she saw, she still managed to gain her composure and dial 911. When her dad got out to check on the drivers of the accident, Rain showed great bravery and courage and put her own feelings aside in order to do the right thing by calling 911. Her heroic efforts quite possibly helped to save someone's life. Rain has maintained excellence in her academics all through her 6th and now 7th grade years. She is learning among her peers, or a leader among her peers. Last school year, she was voted into school council by her fellow classmates to represent them. Her teachers report that she is very responsible and thorough when getting her work done, and that she's always willing to assist fellow classmates with their work once hers is completed. Her teachers also say that Rain is an extremely hard worker, giving 110% in everything she does while maintaining a great attitude. Rain is involved in numerous extracurricular activities. She's a member of the Springfield Middle School dance team, as well as the Charlotte Performing Arts competitive dance team. She has been dancing for 11 years You can't be more than 10. Oh, wow. 11 years, with the last 6 being on a competitive level. Her parents report that Rain is actively involved in community service at her church and is currently working on starting a reading program to help younger kids at her church learn to read and improve their reading skills. They also say that Rain is also looking for ways to help others and that she is a wonderful big sister to her 3-year-old brother, helping out with him whenever she can. It is my utmost pleasure to nominate Miss Rain Jackson for the Do the Right Thing Award. Respectfully, Miss Drakeford. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the future of Fort Mill. This is the future of South Carolina. This is what we have to look forward to. This is why people like you are why I decided that it's okay to have a 2-year-old. So thank you so very much. Next up, we have Grayson Sawyer. Just kidding. So next up, we have Miss Caitlin Baker. Ms. Baker's mad at me right now. I'm sorry. Ms. Baker is a 6th grade student also at Springfield Middle School. And you're nominated by Ms. Lavelle. And your nomination reads, Caitlin is an amazing young girl. She is kind, caring, loving, and very helpful. Caitlin is a gift to anyone who knows her. This year, a brand new student moved to America from Vietnam. She had only been in this country for 3 weeks, did not speak any English. Caitlin asked if she could sit beside the young lady during her class and use her iPad to translate what is going on during class. She made sure that she sat with her at lunch and introduced her to her friends. Because of Caitlin, this young lady immediately felt a part of the school and now has a core group of friends. She is quickly learning English phrases and smiles all the time. According to her mother, Caitlin has been an AB honor student during her elementary school years and made the A honor roll one time during elementary school at Sugar Creek Elementary School. She loves to sing, dance, paint, draw, do gymnastics, and spend time with her family and friends traveling. During her 5th grade year at Sugar Creek Elementary School, her music teacher chose her to sing 3 solos. That means she's going to sing tonight for us too. In her spare time, Caitlin sings and is a member of the praise team at her church, Champion Kingdom Center in Charlotte. At Champion, she is also a member of the dance ministry and audio and visual team. If there is any other need in the ministry that Caitlin can do, she volunteers for the task. This talented young lady is also a videographer and photographer for Passion for Hoops, LLC, her mom's basketball training business. Caitlin is artistic as well. She loves to paint pictures, shoes, and any other things that she can get creative hands on. She makes clothes and slime. During her entire time at Sugar Creek Elementary School, Caitlin received numerous compliments about her artwork. While in the 4th grade at Sugar Creek Elementary School, 3 different artworks drawn by Caitlin were selected to be featured in the 2017-2018 school yearbook. She is also a young entrepreneur at heart. To make some money, Caitlin sells slime, gently used clothes and shoes, books, candy, walks dogs, takes out trash for the neighbors, and anything else that she can do to earn an income. As you can see, Caitlin is more than deserving to be chosen for the Do the Right Thing Award. And my mouth is tired from reading everything that you've done. So you're a great young lady. I'm sorry that I embarrassed you, but keep doing what you're doing, okay? If I can see Miss Ella Scott. Miss Ella Scott is an 8th grader who's almost as tall as me at Fort Mill Middle School, and you were nominated by Miss Holloway. Ella, your nomination reads, Ella Scott is an 8th grader at Fort Mill Middle School. Every day after eating her lunch, she uses the remainder of her lunch period to spend time with special needs students in Ms. Holloway's class. The students in the class enjoy the time and interaction with Ella. Ella could use the time to socialize with friends or go outside, but prefers the interaction with Ms. Holloway's students. In addition to this, Ella also earns A's and B's in her class. She's also a member of the 8th grade volleyball team, which won the middle school championship this year. She participates on a travel volleyball team outside of school and also volunteered her time this past summer to teach kids about volleyball at the Victory Sports Camp. You, my friend, are an awesome young lady, and I hope that you continue to mentor those and be somebody that others can look up to. Thank you. Next, if I can see, Caroline Sunderledge. That's a big smile. Miss Sunderledge is a senior at Nation Ford High School, and you're nominated by Coach Brown. Your nomination reads, Caroline Sunderledge is a senior at Nation Ford High School. Caroline is an honor student who is also a South Carolina Girls State attendee this past summer. Caroline is on my varsity softball team. I met with the varsity team mid-September and told the team that my wife, April, has been diagnosed with terminal melanoma and given weeks to 6 months to live. I informed them that more than likely I'll be missing some time with them to be with her. Well, a week later, I received a text from Caroline informing me that she started a GoFundMe account for my wife, my daughter, and myself to pay for a trip so that we can spend quality time together and make some lasting memories. When Caroline texted me, she said, "I'm not asking for permission because it's already done. I just wanted to inform you that I was out there and started." I love that statement because it's a true Caroline thing to say. In just the 3 days that has been made available to the public, it has already raised over $4,600. My family and I are just speechless and overwhelmed with the amount of support that this campaign has generated for us. I couldn't be more proud, touched, and humbled by the effort put forth by Caroline. And this nomination, it touched me, Caroline. I knew about this before I got the nomination. I saw when this first came out, and my first thought was, I hope and pray that somebody nominates that young lady for Do the Right Thing, because this right here is a perfect example of going above and beyond, something that you didn't have to do, but you did, not for yourself, but for someone else. Not just someone else, others. And thank you for being you. I'm going to give you a hug. Once again, future of Fort Mill. Just saying. So if you don't have kids, get on it. Just get soak inside a bath. Work on that. Thank you for laughing. Next, can I see Skylar Whitmire? Sorry. Ms. Whitmire is a 10th grade student at Catawba Ridge High School, and you are nominated by ROTC. He said the name, but I couldn't hear it, sorry. And this nomination is written a little differently, so bear with me. Your nomination reads, "It is my pleasure to provide this recommendation on behalf of Ms. Whitmire. I consider myself very fortunate to have a caliber of student like Ms. Whitmire in my ROTC unit at Catawba Ridge High School. Beginning a new program at a brand new high school brings many challenges, many of which deal with new students trying to find their place. Skylar has impressed me from the very first moment that I met her. Extremely talented, she possesses a level of poise, maturity, compassion, and self-confidence seldom seen in high school students. Perhaps her greatest gift as a leader is her ability to relate to people of all different backgrounds and stories. Her enthusiasm for life is contagious, and everyone around her finds themselves better because of her presence. Every cadet in the unit knows and loves Skylar Whitmire. She is physically, mentally, and morally strong. During the first 3 months of school, she has responded to every challenge or challenging situation placed in front of her. She leads by example." Future of Fort Mill. "She volunteers for every service event in the unit or the unit supports, demonstrating her desire to give back to her community. She's an active member of her church and truly believes that it is her obligation to serve. In addition, she is a vital member of all the unit's drill teams. All the drill teams? And the team commander of the very first ever Catawba Ridge High School Corps of Cadets Honor Choir. Wow. I have served 24 years in arguably the greatest leadership development organization in the history, the United States Marine Corps. I've had the privilege of serving with hundreds of young Marines, many of them not much older than Ms. Whitmire, and I am comfortable in stating unequivocally, that's a big word, sorry, that she possesses the intangible characteristics that the best of the Marines possesses. She is driven, never accepting less than the best from herself. She is understanding, realizing that every person that she comes in contact with has a different story. She loves her country and does a remarkable job of honoring those who have served it. She never boasts of her accomplishments, always giving credit to others. Other cadets seek her out for both advice and counsel. She may be the kindest person I have ever known. This young woman is special. Everything she is part of, every organization she leads, every person she comes in contact with is a better person, or is better because of the relationship with Ms. Whitmire. That says a lot from a 24-year veteran in the Marine Corps. I've only talked to you for 5 minutes today, and that smile, by the way, has not gone away. If that is any indication of who you are and how you are, don't ever change, okay? I'm glad to have met you. This program gives me chills. Next, may I see my old friend, Miss Molly Brackett. So this is the only part about this that I don't like. Every now and then I run into former students. I'm used to seeing her in the middle school, 6th, 7th grade, and according to this, I think this is wrong. It says that she's a senior, but that can't be right because if she's a senior, that means that I've gotten older too. So no. But you are a senior at Nation Ford High School, and your nomination, Ms. Brackett, reads, I have known Molly since her freshman year. She was a student in my physical science honors class, an officer in student council, and now is a student in my physics class. Academically, Molly is a star student. She always works hard and puts in maximum effort to everything she does. Recently, I had a new student enroll in my physics class. This girl was new to South Carolina and didn't really have any friends. Molly took the initiative to talk to her and include her in our lab activities. She has gone out of her way to make sure the other students feel welcome in our school. Additionally, Molly has always been a student you can count on when help is needed. Throughout the school, during Spirit Week, the talent show needed another act the week of the show, and Molly graciously filled in. I want to see this act. She was amazing. I highly recommend Molly for this award, and because she always does the right thing. And I've known Molly for years. She's a great young lady. She's older, which means I'm older, but nothing about Molly has changed since I've known her. She has always and will always, in my opinion, be an outstanding young lady. So once again, like I can tell everybody else, don't ever change, okay? Down to our final two. These are in no order, by the way. I mean, they are, but they're not. The last one's the grand prize. Next, may I see Matthew Pearson. So Mr. Pearson is, so what? Oh. Mr. Pearson is an 8th grade student at Banks Trail Middle School. And your nomination reads, Matthew, says, Matthew is kind and considerate to everyone, but most recently he noticed that a student in a self-contained special education classroom was sitting by himself at lunch every day. Matthew took it upon himself to move his seat and join the student. In speaking with this student's teacher, the student is mostly nonverbal in the classroom. With patience and kindness, Matthew has helped to open this student up. They now frequently sit together at lunch, and Matthew says that this student is comfortable enough to respond occasionally when Matthew asks him questions. When asked why he chose to sit over there, Matthew said that he felt bad that the student was sitting by himself. Matthew's compassion and kindness makes him a perfect candidate for the Do the Right Thing award. And your teacher is absolutely right. You are a perfect candidate for it, and you're a perfect candidate for the top 10. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you are who you are, sir. Keep doing that. I think we have one left. May I see Miss Lily Ann Sander, please? So this is heavy. If you want me to take half of it out for you, I can. Oh, you are quite welcome. So Miss Sander is our grand prize winner. And Miss Sander is also a senior. Just kidding. Miss Sander is a 6th grade student at Fort Mill Middle School, and you were nominated by your guidance counselor, Miss Bauer Brown. And your nomination, Miss Sander, says, Lily Ann Sander, Lily's teachers state that she is a joy to teach. We see her positive attitude and giving spirit daily. Lily is quick to offer to help other classmates during the school day. She also tutors and peers after school hours, sharing her academic ability with others. She demonstrates responsibility by taking the lead at her 504 meetings, where her success team of teachers and I discuss ways to support her. Lily has a 504 due to a diagnosis of neurological disorder called Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease. This disorder affects her motor and sensory nerves, impacting her voluntary muscle activity. Lily works hard every day to overcome her disability and does not use her disorder to limit her life experiences. She faces head-on her physical needs and develops accommodations with the teachers to meet and usually exceed their expectations. Lily is viewed by the faculty as a gifted young woman who is a servant or with a servant leader's heart. Even though Lily has only been in Fort Mill Middle School for 12 weeks as a 6th grader, we are already seeing her impact on our school through her service to others. I look forward to seeing the wonderful, caring leadership Lily will exhibit at Fort Mill Middle School over the next several years. And that's the end of the nomination. So after reading this, I spoke with her mom, and I Googled Lily Ann Sander. And I urge you all to Google Lily Ann Sander. My plan was to come in here with some stuff that she's been a part of, but I don't think that we have that kind of time. So you're going to be amazed when you see what this young lady has done in her 18 years here. So Lily is an awesome young lady. It's my first time meeting her. Once again, just like the other students, most of them anyway, she has not stopped smiling since she's been here. To look at her, you would not think that there's anything wrong with this young lady, and that's the kind of attitude that we all have. I complain about a head cold. Look at what this young lady's doing. I complain about my throat hurting. Look at this young lady. We have nothing to complain about when we have young adults like this who can overcome and do the great things that they're doing. And that goes for all of you guys. I'm sure that there have been days that you guys didn't want to do whatever it is that you're doing, but you did it anyway, right? Keep that mentality, and I guarantee you that your future will be brighter than anything that you'll ever imagine. Keep doing what you're doing. Lily, keep being who you are. Thank you so very much. I want to present Miss Lily with this plaque as well. So this plaque, I chopped down a tree myself. I sanded it, I painted it, and this stuff here is done with my blood. So, just kidding. So I hope you all see at this point why this is my favorite part of my job. One thing that I do ask and urge you all to do, get the word out about this program. Talk to the schools. If you see something or hear something that a student is doing, talk to somebody at the school so that way more nominations can come in. This program is not possible without the schools, the resource officers, and you guys. You guys keep doing what you're doing and get the word out about it. Not for me. I could care less about this being about, it's not about me at all. I mean, I talk a lot and I make some off-the-wall comments that I think are funny, but most people don't. But it's not about me, it's about these young adults here. And I want these young adults to get more recognition. So please, please, please help me get the word out, okay? This program wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the support of some of our sponsors or all of our sponsors. And I want to take a second to thank those sponsors for making this program what it is today. Every year, it seems like we're having to switch venues because we keep outgrowing the venues that we were. We started off at the police department, we moved to the Spratt building, then we moved to the Hampton Inn, and we've outgrown all of those things. And Fort Mill Church of God they stepped up and they are our newest sponsor by letting us use their facility. Pastor Dover, I reached out to Pastor Dover and he didn't hesitate. There was no hesitation in his voice whenever I asked if I could use the facility. So I want to thank Pastor Dover and the Fort Mill Church of God family for letting us use their facility. I also want to thank the Ann Springs Close Greenway, Chick-fil-A for catering the event and also giving some gift certificates to the students as well. The Peach Stand, Topper's Pizza jumped on board this year as well, giving every student, every one of the top 10, a free pizza, any style free large pizza that they want. So thank you guys at Topper's. There's one sponsor who likes to remain anonymous every ceremony. She knows who she is, I know who you are, and your contribution is priceless. This sponsor gives the iPods to all the students that make it to the top 10, so thank you so very much. I also want to thank the American Legion, Lauren and Brian Wild from Wild Homes, John Young from Young's Body Shop. Thank you so very much, sir. Andy Burkholder from Carolina Upholstery, great people over there. I love walking in and having them make fun of me because I'm trying to find Andy every time that I walk in, but great people to deal with at Carolina Upholstery. I also want to thank Eddie Evans from Evans Tire Service, Barry Freeman, Rex and Angie Freeman from Freeman's Body Shop. Kingsley Apartments wanted to jump on board as well. That's one of our new sponsors this year. So thank you guys over at the Kingsley Apartments. Keith Sandvoss at Edward Jones Investments gives the Kindle Fire that is given to the grand prize winner. So thank you, Mr. Sandvoss. Catawba River Dentistry, thank you guys so very much for your continued support of the program. JJ Aimwright, Guns and Ammo, thank you guys for always being willing to participate and be sponsored for this program. Names in a Hurry, they stepped up big time and they have contributed the t-shirts that you all get. And I hope that I see you guys wearing them. You'll see their logo on the back as well of those shirts, as well as the police department logo and the Do the Right Thing logo. Ms. Ray Felder, who is our South Carolina House District 26 representative, has been a supporter of this program from day one. She loves coming to the ceremonies, and I love having her at these ceremonies. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to make it tonight, but I know that you're here in spirit, Ms. Felder, so thank you for your support. I want to thank the Town Tavern. Town Tavern gives every student nominated, not just the top 10, but every student nominated, a free meal at Town Tavern. And so enjoy that, and thank you guys at Town Tavern. I want to thank Ray and Renee Giles from Giles Plumbing for your continued support as well. And there's also a certificate signed by the Chief of Police, Chief Jeff Helms. This program was pitched to him years ago, and Chief didn't hesitate to jump on board and is blowing up ever since then. We've grown every single year, and that's my goal. I took this program over from Lieutenant Dixon before he retired, or after he retired, and my goal is to make this program bigger and better every year, and that wouldn't be possible without our sponsors. So I want to thank every single sponsor that we have from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me for your support. It means the world to these students, these families, and the town of Fort Mill, so thank you for what you do. Thank you all for coming tonight. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys talk to your young ones and tell them to share their prizes with Officer Gilbert. And I hope that you guys have a great night.
Are you a fan of Do the Right Thing? If so, give us your feedback. Email Officer Gilbert at jgilbert@fortmillsc.gov.